Hello, hello. Welcome to the Chapten's Corner podcast. I'm your host, Matthew Harris. Joining me today, we have Dustin Richards, we got Blair Curtin, and surprisingly, he's awake this time. We got Kayne returning. How are we, boys?
Good.
Yeah. G'day, Matty. Doing pretty well. How about yourself?
Not too bad. That was a bit more enthusiastic. I like that one.
Nice to see you, boys. Happy to be here this week.
Ah, here we go.
Oh, I hate you so much. We're going to address two things before we get into much of it. One thing is I would like to congratulate Kayne. He's about to play his 50th game in Manly colours this week.
Oh, I forgot about
Whoa.
that. Yeah, the boys. Get in.
Very nice. Very nice.
Good stuff. And this one's more about me. I'd like to congratulate myself on being the Blues captain.
No, that's gonna bloody congratulate you.
Oh.
Look, as long as we get a win against the Kane Toads finally, I wouldn't mind if they made a three-toed sloth captain. Let's just beat fucking Queensland.
I'm going to take all their heads. 2 for each player.
We might have a chance. I'm not on the wing this year, so we might have a chance.
That's it.
Aim down and get the third too.
Yep, that makes sense. 100%. I mean, 2 of them are down. You got their normal head, you got their dick head, and then you got the head that's stuck up their ass.
Good point.
Why do I feel like you just described Liam Ryan?
I think
Love you, Liam.
I think
Love you, Liam.
I think I described every Queensland player ever.
Oh, well, I was actually thinking of Moana. I just didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
I'm
Love
just
you
taking
too.
strays right here, aren't I?
Hey,
See, you're the
Richard,
worst of the worst. You're a grub.
Richards, straight up, this is Origin season now. Not to mention you've played for the Grubs too. You're just in a lose-lose situation in my books.
Yeah, refresh my memory, Dustin. What part of Queensland is Redfern in again?
Probably Logan.
Uh,
All right, should we actually get into the games?
why not?
All right, so first up, we have the Titans versus the Cowboys. Titans going over 36-28. This game was everything it cracked out to be. Titans, not so surprisingly, got the win considering form from both sides. Cowboys, early on, were bloody dominant. You had bloody Lucas Deuce kicking 40-20s, Chris Lord doing what he does best. But then, like the Titans do, they claw their way back and they just bring you into a bloody arm wrestle, and they tend to get the chocolates. What did you think of this game, boys?
Yeah, couldn't agree with you more. I mean, in the commentary box, the Titans just kind of crept back up into that game. They did it to us the week before as well, where there's that flurry of points early, where they just absorb the pressure, roll with the punches, and they've just got this ability to keep scoring, keep scoreboard pressure on, and before you know it, you've gone from 16, 18 up to 10 down and thinking, how the fuck did I get here? It's a hell of a thing. And it's a massive credit to Mark Lee and Liam Rogers because they've built that side really solidly.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? You know, when you have 2 captains like those 2, that team's going to be built on grit. Liam Rogers, I know, he's the biggest advocate for defense and 1%ers. And when you have, that's your foundation. But when you have people that come in, like your Borsons and like your Liam Ryans, just out and about, be your X-Factor player, they're going to be the boys that can break the game open for you. And that it's always going to be a grind against those boys. Them and Warriors this season are going to be the hardest to beat, in my opinion.
It's funny that you say he's all about defense because this game was nothing but attack.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
what is
touch
it?
footy at times.
64 points in it. I think there was 6 or 7 tries in the first 25 minutes.
They were going a try every 5 minutes for the first 35. And then they finished half-time with 7 tries. Yeah, that was actually pretty fucking insane. And yeah, no, it was an absolute pleasure to watch, I gotta say.
Do you have any comments, Kane? You've been pretty quiet.
Right, I got mentioned. I went to talk, but you started jabbering on.
Anyways,
Okay, yeah.
go on.
Nah, move on. You've lost me now.
Kane saw, Kane saw something shiny and got distracted.
That's it.
With my balls glistening in the wind. It's too hot.
Okay. Anyways, if you're not going to speak, I think maybe we just go to our 3, 2, 1s.
Well, see, I had something to say, but you spoke over it and I forgot because someone said something about the Warriors and I went to say something, but I forgot. So just go to the 3, 2, 1s.
All right. So I've got Ben O'Donnell getting the 3 points. He had an outstanding game on the wing, scored a double, bloody ran for quite a few meters, if I recall. And we got Liam Ryan with 2, and then I have Stace the Pace prop going on over for 2 meat pies. That doesn't happen too often. I think he's like maybe the 4th person to ever do it. And yeah, what were your 3?
I had Liam Ryan getting my 3 points. I had O'Donnell getting my 2, and I had Dingo getting my 1.
Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't put Chris Lord at 1, considering you always have to.
Yes, I have a boner for him, but yeah, he didn't perform as well as he normally does.
Well, there we go. Now let's move on to the next game. Cue the violin. Roosters versus the Broncos. Broncos getting up 25-24.
Up the Broncos.
Fuck off. We scored early. Again, like I think we scored in like the 3rd minute. I'm thinking, oh, we're looking all right here. Cody Ogg, bloody went straight through. And then the Broncos are just like bang, 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 shot us 3 times. It's 18-6 in the space of about 15 minutes. We did well to claw back into it, to the point we're actually up by 6, 24-18. But then, Broncos got one back. It's even, and 10 minutes ago, Raymond slots the field goal, and we just don't recover. That second half, our execution really let us down. I wouldn't so much say our defense let us down, except for the kick returns. That one shat me up the wall. But yeah, I want to give a special mention to Cody Ogg, one of the best right second rower performances I've ever seen. 30 tackles, 1 miss, 2 tries, just really good stuff.
Made really good meters with every run too. 12 runs for 115 meters, just absolutely got in the defence's face. Eddie Oliver was sledging him massively before the game too, as you'll recall, and Eddie didn't sledge quite so much.
Yeah, it really shut him up. That was one of the shining lights to that game, is getting to shut Eddie up, at least in that aspect.
It was a very good 80 minutes from Cody. I was very impressed.
I'd also like to give a shout out to Justin Dolan, because he had an absolute belter. He broke a bunch of tackles in his 60 minutes on the field. He put a couple of big hits on himself, and really, he really brought some spark back in too, I've got to say.
Couldn't agree more.
I was about to say that. Any comments on that one, Dustin?
I was unfortunate to watch it. I couldn't watch this game. I was very busy, but just from looking at the stats, and I know how both these teams can play, this isn't the Broncos of old. They still have a fair bit to work to do. And I think with Pete Veretto only being on the field for 40 minutes, it does hurt them. But your Roosters side is, I'm not going to glaze you, but you guys have the potential to win a premiership.
We got that.
That's because they're all fucking Manly players.
Half.
Well, except the one I'm about to mention, and that's Rakamanu. I think you've given him the shell where he can blossom into a fullback that can play for New South Wales one day. At Eels he was outstanding, but at times he didn't have the accessories to make him an outstanding player. Whereas now, you've got your Milo Kergans, you've got yourself, Reston, a whole bunch of players that can support him and he can do his job.
I couldn't agree more with that. Could not agree more.
What do you mean one day? He's my first choice fullback. He's playing
fullback.
Shut up. I'm joking.
I think Kane and Chaz might have a little bit of an edge over him at the moment. Those two
No.
playing.
Not not even
me.
Kane.
No chance.
No chance for Kane.
Put it like this: Matt's considering me on the bench if I'm lucky.
Yeah,
Not
but
even
that's just because you
kidding.
get
Yeah,
mouthy at him.
Like he's either playing in the halves or he's on the bench, or not even in the squad.
Okay.
That's what Matt is literally told me.
Really?
You're either
Okay.
not in the squad, you're on the bench, or you might be in the halves.
I'm kidding
I'm the
about.
vice captain, and I'm not even have a spot.
I'm kidding about not in the squad. You are a vice captain. I can't not pick you.
I mean, you could. I'd probably just throw you in the off the squad just to be a shithead. But, yeah.
Yeah. Apparently you want to win. But are you sure about
We
that?
can do it without you.
We're already gonna have to deal without Luke Short. So
Yeah, that one sucks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll go into our 3-2-1s. We both did Cody Ogg 3 points. I did Levi Raymond 2 points. You did Blair Curtin 2 points. I did Blair Curtin 1
Cheers,
point.
Kane.
And
You're welcome, brother.
and
And I did Manu for my 1 point.
yeah. So it goes.
One thing we should.
Yeah, you go.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say one thing we should give Manu a shout out for is 7 line breaks.
It's one of the reasons why he got my 1 point. I looking over his stats, and that 7 line breaks really stood out as well as the rest of his stats. He's in for a big season, that kid. If he doesn't, in my eyes, currently, it's between him and Barnes for the top fullback. Somewhere a little bit below is probably Ponkston. Ryan would be up there actually too.
You're just completely ignoring Tatara Maxwell.
Oh, I forgot about. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Maxwell's number 1.
Yeah.
There's
Damn.
so many fullbacks. Just
Yeah.
fullbacks right now that are so fucking competitive. Like,
See, this is why I'm glad I'm in the halves now, because I where I did play my season at fullback, I finished under Barnes and Dingo. In that order, I finished 3rd. Now I'd probably finish 8th, so I'm glad I'm not even in the talks for it anymore.
I'm glad you accept not being a fullback because averaging 130 meters a game is just
I played 1 game, and the whole team list was fucked.
I'm talking as a whole. You have 1 game where you get like 400 meters, and that brings your that brings your average up
on the record.
Yeah, well, that brings your average up, so all your 130 games get offset by that. So it says, you averaged about 250 only because of the 1 high score.
You know what? Doesn't matter. I played 1 full season at fullback, and I fucking done a good job. I got the Panthers to their first ever final series. So piss off.
Yeah, and
I'll
if I
never
recall,
forget
I won that. I won
Penrith.
the premiership that season.
Yeah, that was a great fucking first game.
Yeah, that's
remember
bloody long time ago.
What were you about to say?
Yeah, you go.
I remember because that was the first game that fantasy came about, and you fucking smashed it. Like, you got over 200 points. You and Levi got over 200, and people were freaking out, like, oh my god, I don't have these two on my team. What am I going to do?
Yeah, you should have just ended it after that first round.
I should have.
That game in fantasy, I think 6 people picked me, and after that performance, I think I was dropped by 5 of them. There was only like 1 person who kept the faith. But I like to think that I repaid them pretty well for it.
I bet I wasn't picked by anybody in that first round, and then the second round they picked me and they fucking regretted it.
You were the most traded in player of that season.
Fuck, damn.
Alright. Anyways,
I've never been into the fantasy, so I don't really know, but I just joined up to fantasy for the first time.
Shut the
this
fuck
week.
up!
So
We're
I'm
moving
getting
on.
involved.
We're moving on. Next game. We got the Raiders versus the Sharks, 24-18. Another bloody crazy good game. It was very back and forth, war of attrition. Deadlock didn't get broken into the 18th minute when Nahana Broughton Thompson just does what he does. Yeah, he scores a meat pie, and just bloody great game. Ended hilariously, if I might add.
No, it's so fucking tragically.
It's tragic but hilarious. Like bloody I don't even know what movie it's from. You know, like when they're bloody running in slow motion and they got the bloody music playing in the background, like dun 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 dun, and then just bloody drops the ball just
Record
before.
scratch.
Yeah, record scratch, drops the ball. I'm pissing myself laughing. Kayne's like, no, he's laughing
I
too.
turned into friggin' Ray Warren. No.
That's
Isn't that Phil Gould?
Yeah, it's Phil Gould. Yeah.
I said the same thing
Yesterday.
live too. Oh, I did it. Oh, I've done it again.
Oh, you're
Doesn't
not.
Andrew Voss say that in Rugby League Live 4?
No, it's Phil Gould. It's Phil Gould.
No, it's Phil Gould.
Okay.
I did the same thing, and Matt corrected me the other day about it, and I was like, "Fuck."
I think it happened when we were versing each other in footy, and like I think I got hit, lost the ball, and then you scored. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's actually talk about the footy. Speaking of try savers, Drew Matthews saved a certain try early in that game, which could have turned the momentum big time in the Raiders' favour. ABT scores a double, bloody, and the game was just close all throughout. I don't know why Tim James likes scoring tries off the crossbar. But he's done a bloody few of them, eh? But
Tim James, you need to make a highlight reel of every single one you've done.
But yeah, bloody, and then it got topped off. Raiders are down by 6. It's like a minute to go. Wally Allen makes a massive break. I think he ran like 70 odd meters, and the very next play, Kawhi makes a break, loses the ball millimeters before the try line. Game's over. Bloody heck.
I just remember I was cheering. I was like, go, and then he dropped it. Oh, it was horrible to watch. It was so bad.
So yeah, what were your thoughts on the game, boys?
I think this is how competitive this season will be. You know, Sharks are 10th at the moment, but I don't think
blows
they
my
deserve
mind.
to be.
I think that. Sorry, go on.
Looking at it, these boys, like Canberra, can win games. People think they're the powerhouse, but no one truly is the powerhouse of this comp just yet. I think there's a lot of teams that can come into this top 8 but aren't in it at the moment and win a premiership. I think we could see someone from the bottom of the top 8 win a premiership this season.
Yeah, I could see that too, because the teams that I thought would be battling for first place, only one of them's up there, and that's the Bulldogs. But I thought Raiders, well, they're up there, but they're not up there. I thought the Sharks, and I thought, so Bulldogs, Sharks, Raiders, and Cowboys were the 4 teams I thought were going to be battling for first. Only one of them so far is up there, and the rest are dropping.
I guess me and Blair will just go fuck ourselves.
I thought you'd be like around the 5 to 7 mark.
Well, I'll cop that.
I'm surprised you didn't have the Titans rated. I guess I think a few people have slept on them a bit, but
I honestly didn't have Titans in my. I thought they were going to finish 10th. I think I said originally.
Really?
wow.
Yeah.
Having Titans being
Titans
slept on is, sorry to cut you off, but they're like the highest rated in terms of overall.
Yeah, I just thought it depends what Liam Ryan shows up. If he shows up to play or not, and
whenever he
can be
plays
hit and miss.
Like unlike you, when Liam Ryan plays fullback, he tends to play good.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
I honestly think that, like, when I was looking at that squad, Titans top 4 definitely. Like, I don't think they will leave the top 4 anytime this season.
Also, I think my problem was I didn't really look at the Titans team because on my phone, I can only see a certain amount of teams on the stats thing. A lot of them are cut off, and a lot of the new teams I couldn't actually see. The only new team I could see was the Bulldogs. So I knew what the Bulldogs had. Whereas Titans, I couldn't see, like, Titans, I couldn't see Roosters, I couldn't see the Sharks. So I think there's 3 or 4 teams I couldn't actually see. who they had and stuff, so I never really paid attention to them teams.
I love
You know, you can just open it in Google Drive and then you can.
His phone plan doesn't work anymore, and it won't let him download anything, so he doesn't have Google Drive.
Because I cancelled my phone plan, I just haven't bothered to get a new one yet.
Oh, that's it. I love how we're talking about the Titans more in the Raiders Sharks review than the Titans Cowboys review.
Well, how's this? Wally Allen fucking killed it. That is his best game he's ever played that I've seen. He was outstanding. Yeah, he made a few mishaps, but other than that, if they were down, if they didn't have no momentum, he just fucking ran for it. Like, he was the Matt Timoko of this game. He put his team on the back sometimes.
I could not agree more.
Eli Barnes, 135 meters. I think that's the worst showing of him in a little bit.
I believe he had a similar performance last week against the.
Yeah, he had a similar performance last week.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
But yeah, I couldn't agree more. Allen, he was a champion, bloody champion this week. Killed it.
In saying that, we should go to our 3-2-1s, which we've gone with the same. Allen 3, MBT 2, and Hone King 1. Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. That bloody was a 110-meter try, just about, from Hone King. Picks up a grub in the in goal, slips through the tiniest gap in the defense, and is like, all right, free real estate.
See you later, boys.
Let's go. And he runs the length. It was a beautiful try. Good on you, mate. And we'll move on to probably my favourite game of the round. Watching the Grubs go down to the Rookies, 46-24. South scored early. Clay, not surprised Clay scored. He plays good as always. Billy King, I believe that's his first try. He went in I believe it was a 12th minute. And then, honestly, Manly just kind of started to take over. Didn't fully take over until I think about the 60th minute, and then you score like 3 back-to-back tries. Really put it to bed. Jamie Taylor had an outstanding game. Keller played another great game. Same with Rex Buckingham, and bloody you, Kayne. I don't like to talk good about you because your ego doesn't need it. But like 4 try assists, bloody just had an outstanding performance. I have to give credit where it's due.
Clean my throne, bitch.
And I do have to mention this. Favorite moment of the game actually came in commentary from bloody Will K. Please don't score. I have a bet. Bloody had me in stitches. It didn't matter to me because I tipped Grubs like 9-18, so that was well gone. But there we go. What did you think of the game, boys?
I've got to say, Manly have been a real surprise package this season. Kayne was definitely a second mover throughout the recruitment process at the back end of season 6, I think it's fair to say. And then he got dicked down by a bunch of the players that he did recruit, deciding that they just piece right out of there. I don't blame them. I've been to Manly, understand completely. And he sort of had to pull together this ragtag bunch of rookies, and credit where it's due, Kayne, you've kind of made it work so far.
Hey, I just want to add...
I'm about to do it.
I just want to add that I actually did all the signings for him.
What?
Because Kayne was asleep.
No. I gave you a list.
You gave me a list, and your top of your list all went inactive.
I gave you a list. I waited for the trade window, but I hadn't slept.
Most of that list was gone early. You got the top 3 you wanted. They're all inactive. But the little ones that I picked myself, like Jamie Taylor and Kaylen Kelly, are like some of your best, and I picked them off the cuff. So I'm taking a bit of credit to that one, eh?
Yeah, well, I mean, I picked up Keller, I picked up Pato, I picked up Romano.
I will.
Off.
I will point out that I
You've put me in the direction of Pato.
I might go look at Pato's stats. I'll let him know. I think Og ended up letting him know. Like,
Yeah.
and so yeah, so
But regardless.
even when I'm not the Manly captain or even in the team, I still help out.
Whatever.
I want
I
to.
think with that,
If you win the premiership, I want an honourable mention.
No.
he wants another ring. For
No, he's got too many, man. He's got too many. He's got 3.
Well, I think just, and I hate to say it, Kane, everyone did doubt Manly this season, especially with all you lost. You lost a big bunch of players, really important players,
I'm sorry
but
about
you
that.
have made it work. You have really made it work. The rookies there are performing well. Like, you beat a Rabbitohs side that has some power, has some punch about him.
What team did they beat?
I played for the Grubs.
Thank you.
Yeah, we fall off in the back half of a game. I'll say that, and I think that's what they did here again. But for a brief moment in time, this game was very close.
Yes, definitely. I was on the edge of my seat for a lot of the game up until the back end. Can honestly say that. Matthew was in a party with me listening to me fucking scream and carry on.
Bro, he was squealing like a pig.
What you have to do is look at the completions, like 28 to 29 for Manly, 17 to 19 for Rabbits.
Yeah.
That not a lot of errors there from either side and completion wise.
Yeah.
It's just that Manly had 10 more extra sets than the Rabbits did.
Yeah.
Just executed when you needed to and got the job done.
Yeah, pretty much. We just had to try to defend. We just had to have a strong defensive line so that way our attack could do its job, really. And it's not the first time I've been in this position. The last time Manly was back for the Spoon was in season 2, when the last time I was captain, and we had the most rookies back then too, and we ended up winning the whole thing. So
Yeah, but
hopefully history can repeat itself.
The most rookies in season 2 isn't the biggest deal.
I know.
But
there wasn't as many.
I'm going to just quickly mention some of the rookies you actually had, and I'm going to say these names.
No,
you're going to be like,
don't tell the names.
Kyle Lewis, Jesse Bennett, Chris Lord, just to name a few of those rookies, and look at them now.
Yeah, but they were rookies. I brought them up. Wasn't Byron Boone with this back then too?
Byron Boone, but he didn't even play season 3. He just dipped.
Yeah, but he was a killer in season 2.
I remember Byron Boone leaving coincided with our ability to get rid of one of our positions and change it.
Yeah.
So, like, I was bloody prop winger, and it's like, okay, I changed it to prop lock, put Sadler at 9 because Boone was gone, because I'm like, someone has to play lock, we need a hooker too. Sadler's hooker, I moved to lock, and that was... Like, I would have preferred not to have lost Boone that season, but it ended up working out in our favour, because I became the best lock.
What does that say about the list of people that you just named off from my season 2 rookie year, the last time I was captain?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm going to have a bunch of superstars from this year too that are going to be the top of their positions again.
If I recall, you didn't rate Jesse Bennett or Chris Lord at first. I had to.
No. I wanted to build my team around Chris Lord, but I let him leave because he wanted to be a captain of Cowboys.
At the end?
So that's not true. I didn't rate Bennett. I ate my fucking words big time on that one.
I was going to say, it was both. You caught on to Chris earlier than Bennett. You were always Blackburn's way better. Blackburn's got to be the 11.
No, I hated Blackburn.
You loved Blackburn. Don't even.
I hated
Don't
Blackburn.
even come around here.
Everything.
Anyways. Shut the fuck
How
up.
about the 3-2-1, boys?
Yeah, thank you, Blair.
Thanks, Blair.
Okay, we did the same. KCK 3, Rex Buckingham 2, Tyrone Clay 1. Now let's move on to the Warriors and the Storm, where we're going to slam through this one because fuck both the teams.
I like the Warriors.
Nobody likes the fucking Warriors.
My favourite moment was the end of the Warriors'
the
second last set. The second last set, where Hugh Snow ran it on the last, and you could hear Snicko's withered little heart break in commentary.
I love you. Oh, God.
I caught on to that too, and I was just like, did he?
Oh.
This was the best commentary I've heard from these two in a very long time. Like, these two combined are fucking hilarious.
Like,
love all of
I
it.
said to Will K after that, I'm like, when Roosters play the Storm, me and him have to commentate it.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm going to point out that you have a very experienced commentator in your leadership team.
However, maybe I want a turn.
Then you get stage fright.
Yes, he does.
I'm talking now, fuck yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
but it's not live.
yeah, but
I mean,
also...
Yeah, but those are
Right.
recorded, they're not live.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, Matt, I know you fuck up your words a lot, especially with names. You're just going to say the guy that starts with V.
Well, he's not in
Also,
either
you
of those
can't
teams, thank you.
swear on commentary.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's a pain in the ass.
Fuck. So what you're telling me is I can't call Kay a cunt.
Huh.
Unfortunately not.
I mean,
No, I think you're only allowed to swear in this SRL podcast.
Literally,
thing.
because we made the disclaimer. That's the only reason. Ah, fucking titties in a bag, man. Anyways.
In all seriousness, though, how good would it be to have a Roy and HG style second commentary track for games that's
I
sort
would
of
love
an
it.
adult only thing?
I would love it.
Just
You know-
bloody Rick and Marty running down straight through the field. Ah, fuck, look out. He's straight through.
I'd love it, man. It'd be awesome.
alright.
But yeah, you
Screw-
gotta
screw
cater
it.
to the masses.
Will K, I'm going to ask you right now, if you're even going to watch this, can you send me the Roosters games, each of them, and I would do that for the Roosters games. I'll post it on my channel. It's like, here's Matthew's commentary on the Roosters games.
Most boring commentary you'll fucking hear, but a lot of swearing.
Hey, mate,
Just
if
follow
I
me
wanted
on
an
SS
opinion
YouTube.
from a fucking arsehole, I would have farted, you fuck. Shut the fuck up, Kane.
Let's get back to the Warriors and Storm.
Yeah,
game.
maybe we should, yeah. Bloody, Kay probably
Marcus
had one of...
Square.
Oh yeah, Marcus Square, bloody 100%. Kay probably had his best game in Melbourne colours.
Yeah, but he didn't kick it fucking 5 meters to his left.
He did that once, which I've now dubbed the K kick. If
Did he change his split this week, or is that for next week?
the boot? No, he's already at left foot.
Alright.
You know, he's still getting used to it though. He kicked with his right left foot, not his left foot, and that's what fucked it.
If only it was like Chaz, he could kick off both feet.
Well, you know, he lives in an AFL city. He saw the AFL banana kicks and he
Enough
decided
said.
he wanted to do one of his own.
Oh yeah, also, I was going to mention, but he's kept talking. I loved Tim James's commentary from last week. Just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, Tim did a pretty fucking good job.
I'd love him to do more commentary, especially on Manly. I love listening to go and just getting so hyped when there was big hits and stuff. I thought it really brought you into it.
Just
We've already asked if Tim and I can commentate Roosters Raiders together.
That'll be a good one. I happily watch it if you two like a commentating together.
I just got to add one thing quickly. This is just about the podcast as a whole. It's going to be pretty tough to do a review of, or like a preview of the rounds, because we're doing this before the team lists are out.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
yeah. It's English Friday
He's
now.
off on holiday.
So honestly, I reckon we go through the games and then just say hey, what we reckon they should do. And
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was a bloody oversight, but, you know, saves us having to write notes when there's nothing to
well,
write
at least
about.
you thought of it now before we got to it.
Yeah, I thought of it like 10 minutes ago. I'm just like, ooh.
I made oopsie. Okay, yeah, continue on the game.
But yeah, bloody... I find it hilarious that the Warriors lost another game due to a missed conversion.
Poor bastards, man.
Bloody...
As another thing, welcome back, Logan Strange. I'm so glad you're back. We've missed you, brother. Bloody missed you.
I missed you too, but yeah, at least could have replied to my recruitment offer. Come on, man.
I sent him a loving message this morning, and I never got nothing back. So I know how you feel.
He had to run back to the cult.
Look,
Bloody
I messaged him
cult
early.
leaders.
I'm like, what are the chances you unretire and come play for the Chooks? With never got a response.
At one stage, I remember we were talking with him when he was properly in it still. He was like, "Oh, I could come to Manly one day," and we're like, "Yeah, please do."
That'd be sick. Not now. The Roosters would be better.
Manly.
Wait, what's his rating going to be? Is he going to be a platinum, a gold? What's he going to be?
He'd probably.
It wouldn't be. He'd be a gold, wouldn't he? Or a silver.
I think it'd be a silver. I think last
Word
time.
is it's a silver.
Yeah, he'd be like
It wasn't. Isn't it like
67.
64, 65, something like that?
No, I think it's 66, 67. He was around about what
Oh.
Jack O'Neill is, so.
If he's only a 64 or 65, then he's a bronze, and I'd be surprised if he was that low, given that
No, yeah,
he's been around since season 1.
Yeah, he's probably a 66, 67 then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be around Jack O'Neill's rating.
Which does give them 7 silvers. So
That's okay. They need it at this rate.
So yeah, dropping Keat for Logan has let them ditch a bronze for a silver, which is interesting.
Maybe that's the key to
They
their
just seem to
success.
always get in the way of their plays.
I don't like that you talked over me there because I made a pun. Oh,
I don't care. You talk over everyone. Time for someone to do it to you.
fair enough. I basically said Logan Strange might be the key to their success. So
That's cool.
Ha, 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 ha,
Don't
ha.
remember asking.
thank you. I'll be here all night, all day. No, but yeah, bloody.
Yeah.
One thing we haven't mentioned in the previous games as well, we're getting a few sin bins. In this game, we had Hugh Snow, which was their goal kicker, get sin binned.
Oh, that was tragic.
Like, Bunsey scored the try to give them a chance to level it up, but then he had to kick it, and he's not a kicker. He hasn't been much of a runner these days either, so yeah, it was unfortunate for him. But yeah, Corey Bell, bloody, he had a pretty decent game. Took immediate advantage of that 12-man bloody
I
advantage.
thought it was a bit of a below for him. I didn't think he performed as
For
well as
for his standards, yeah.
expected.
But the try he scored was a bloody blinder. Like, it was
The
right
try
up.
he scored was beautiful.
It was a
but
tackle
yeah,
after the tap, and he just straight through.
Yeah, it's just not what you expect from him so far.
Also,
It's like Barnesy. Barnesy makes 180 meters. That's an off game for Barnes. That's not good. That's how Bell's starting to become.
Also, should we talk about Yigo, my cousin, setting up the try for Bunce with a bomb? He shouldn't be kicking this. But yeah,
Ports
bloody-
have ended up with the ball on last a bit in the last couple rounds as well, and from a more meta perspective, I just wonder if that's a bit of a thing of the AI switching over to legend difficulty. You know, we've also seen much higher peaks and lower troughs in momentum. You know, one team hits hard early, but then it tends to be the team who's punching second that punches harder. And I just wonder if there might be some sort of strategy the captains are going to look to exploit around that, because momentum's definitely a bit of a funny thing with the AI at the moment, and yeah,
I've got
I'm not
something
quite
that-
sure. Yeah, go on, mate.
Oh, no. When we get to the Knights game, I've got something on that.
Oh yeah.
all right. Well, we won't. We'll be there pretty shortly. Let's go to our 3-2-1s in the Warrior Storm game. Me and Kane have done the same again. We got Kay at 3, Square at 2, and Jimmy at 1. Kane didn't watch this game. He just said, I'll go with what you picked. I trust you. So
I watched 30 something minutes of it and I had to run to the hospital.
yeah, fair enough.
What did he dislocate this time?
Oh, I didn't dislocate nothing. I had to run my nan to the hospital.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all good. She's home now. She's home now.
Way to make him feel like a prick.
I feel
Yeah,
like
no,
that
it was-
always. So you know,
Actually,
situation normal.
I mean, so
She got a rupture in her intestine. It was
Oh shit.
causing toxins through her body, so she had to be rushed into the hospital. But yeah, it's all good now.
goddamn.
Fuck.
On that note, maybe we move on. Eels versus the Bulldogs, 48-10 to the Bulldogs. No surprise. Tatara.
Also, I only watched half of this because then I had to I had to come home, and I had to rush my pop to the fucking hospital.
Hey,
So I
Kayne,
missed
your
this
health
game too.
issues. Anyway, fucking okay. This is footy, not fucking House MD, bro.
Yeah, but I thought you were going to say, okay, I didn't watch this one either. And I was like, well, actually, I watched a fair bit of it.
No,
but
I
then had to rush
didn't.
to the hospital again.
Oh,
But
anyway.
yeah.
Anyways, I'm not sure if anyone's going to pick up that phone because I fucking called it. I said Tatara Maxwell for a hat trick. That's what he got. Bloody
Fucking weapon, man.
yeah, I wouldn't even say he's a smoky for the Sim VP.
He's leading.
He's
He's
leading
leading for sure.
Hell yeah had a great game.
Which you hate saying.
Yeah. Simons, I felt like he played really well after a poor performance last week. He really brought it back. He
He had a lot of misses though in the back with diving.
Yeah, but that's just the AI. It happens to Dingo all the time, and we never talk badly about Dingo. So
You mean? Yeah, true.
yeah.
I can't even. I was gonna say, you mean you can say it? I was like, nah, I don't talk bad about Dingo. I love Dingo.
I just read my notes here. I seen Butler serves a meat pie because he scored. I like that one.
Oh, that's stupid pun. I told you not to say that.
I'm gonna say it. But yeah, I felt like the Eels, even early on, they're holding their own. Like it was really even, and then Maxwell was like, "Hang on, hold my beer." Bang, scores 2, almost laying for the field tries, like 50+ meters. I was just like, "This ain't fair, man." It looked like an even game, and Maxwell was like, "Nah." But then, slowly but surely, Bulldogs just really took over, and just 48-10 says the story. It kind of says the story for the Eels as a whole. I've said this last week. I'll say it again. I feel bad for the Eels. They've been dealt the short end of the stick, and bloody yeah. I want them to go good, but
we all want them to go good. They've had a massive rough patch for a long time.
Why can't it be Grubs that go for this rough patch all the time? That would be enjoyable.
I mean, they kind of are compared to how they were. They are in their rough patch rebuild stage. It's their version.
I'd just like to point out, gentlemen, that the NRL Eels haven't won a premiership since 1986, which is a fair while before even I was born. So really, this is just some extra realism from the SRL and RLL4.
The thing is, Eels have
I
won
mean,
a
that
premiership in
depends
the
on
SRL.
perspective. That for me, depends on perspective because I believe they got the 2009 one because Storm cheated the cow. I know they don't officially get it, but they should.
Nah,
Yeah, they got dicked there.
I'm happy for them not to get it because Jared Hayne played for that team. Fuck him.
Yeah, well, I hope they get it because that means Manly went back to back in 7 and 8.
Anyways, this is SRL, not NRL. What are your thoughts on the Eels and Bulldogs game in the SRL?
And the SRL, huh? Well, I think the Bulldogs. You want to go first? Go for it. Go.
Yeah, sorry, but I think we'll go back on Shorty for a second. He's been dealt a very horrendous card. Past couple seasons, his spine has been torn to shreds. He just keeps losing them. He can't retain them, which is very unfortunate. But just Doggy's side, people were doubting Maxwell at first to be the first choice fullback, but he's torn it up every week he can. On top of that, having Butler back into the SRL has been a great inclusion. Kobe Johnston, Cameron Hodgson, the second row pairing has been absolutely outstanding every week. There's just been... You can't say that every week there's only been one great player that has helped the Bulldogs. It's been every single one. Everyone has a role in this side, and it's what's made them so successful in the first 3 rounds, I'd say.
I feel like the Bulldogs took the good half of the Cowboys minus Chris Lord.
I think Wallace at lock has been revolutionary. He's been great there. All around, now I include the lock in the spine because of how that lock position has evolved over time.
100%, 100%. Lock is the head of the spine.
I've always considered lock a part of the spine.
They're the ones that link the forwards to the backs, like the halves.
Yeah. Yep, 100%. Moana, he's improved over the past 2 seasons, especially. Season 5, he didn't have a great season, but he's just continued to evolve into the player he is, over into that leadership position, and overall a great 5'8".
Honestly, I'm happy Karen's going really well. Like I always like.
Nah, but I couldn't agree more. Bulldogs have just managed to gel really good together, and each player individually just complements the player beside them, and it just makes them excel so much more. And you can just see it with the Eels, how Short's been dealt with quite a rough situation.
Yeah, short end
his
of the
team
stick.
his team just can't gel together because of all the obstacles they're trying to get over. Whereas the Bulldogs have just managed to get the right players in the right positions, and it's just like an orchestra playing a beautiful symphony. It just works and gets masterpieces and wins for them.
Sadly for
Like,
the Eels,
what you say.
all they're hearing is the world's smallest violin.
Anyone, Dustin, you got anything to say?
I've said my piece, but Blair, have you got
Oh,
anything?
I meant to say Blair.
Wow,
Sorry.
wow. I was gonna say something, but
I
in my
didn't
head I
realize
said
we
Blair.
sounded. I didn't realize we sounded so
No.
alike.
No, in my head I said Blair, and I just said Dustin because I just heard Dustin speak.
Unfortunately, look, I did miss this game. Just going through the stats, it looks like Daniel might have been. Oh, hell yeah, that is. Might have been moved the start of the second half to lock, given he had 65 on the field. That's a really interesting pick from Moana, particularly because Daniel's been strength capped at 85 now. So, yeah, very interesting choice, and it really does show that rather than a tackle bot, rather than a smash and bash man, they have decided to go with that real playmaker archetype there at number 13.
I think probably the idea behind that is not so much hell yeah going to lock, but more giving Wallace more minutes. Because now Wallace is going to play 80 when he moves into hooker.
Yeah, but Wallace had a fair bit of that at the Cowboys too, didn't he?
Yeah, and it was successful. He's one of their better players, especially playing at hooker. So yeah, bloody. I don't mind it because strength isn't the be all end all. You can have 85. 85 is plenty strength. It's high enough to play lock. But then you got hell yeah, who is bloody. It's half primary, I believe.
Yeah, he is.
So he's got the kicking ability, and as we know, locks like to kick a lot too. So when he goes there, you basically have 3 halves on the field.
Funny you should mention, because Daniel Hellyer was one of those season 4 Mines players. He had the funny what do you call it? Random rolls on all of his non-primary stats, which included his kicking. His kicking stats are 45, 32, and 30, respectively.
It's good enough.
It's
probably why he's playing hooker for the most part.
That's why what's his face? Lachlan Martin actually decided to run him as a hooker when he recruited Hellyer to play hooker for the season 5 Panthers.
Well, I can.
Which worked really well too. He played great then.
He got drafted by Rabbits as a half, by Liam.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He didn't do too great at 6 the first game. He was like, oh shit. We moved him to to 16 where he would play centre, and that's when we got the trade for Ash Turner and Daniel. So then we got Ash.
Well, there you go.
So, yeah, and then from that time being, he played for hooker at Penrith. He came back to Souths because James Thorne left, so we played him at hooker. Now he's at Doggies.
Pretty sure I was one of the people Lachlan was discussing that trade with, and I'm pretty sure I said give him Turner.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it worked out really well because hell yeah, set up a lot of tries for that season and scored a few too. It was good. Played really good for us. He played that good. I wanted him at Manly the following season, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, because I said no because we had Jimmy.
Yeah, no.
We had Jimmy Rowe.
But I did want him at Manly. I was like, I want hell yeah to come over with me, and yeah, Matt said no.
He's really good on the field, but
yeah, I know you don't like him off the field.
Off the field, he's got his transgressions, and
as Matt says, hell yeah, if you watch this, Matt thinks you're a dickhead off the field.
I believe I called him a cunt, but you know,
I was trying to be nice.
No, like no hard feelings. Like we can't all bloody be friends. We can't all bloody like each other. I respect you as a player. Just I won't have you in my team.
Just not as a person.
I mean,
you know,
the kid's a 15-year-old who behaves like a 15-year-old.
Yeah, and that's it. That's why I'm not too harsh on him. I'm gonna call you a cunt because I call everybody a cunt. And obviously you will grow, you will learn, you'll be better, and I'm open to the possibility in the future of it turning around. But yeah, bloody. For the time being, I don't want the dramas in my club. I've dealt with enough dramas in my club.
Bell.
Yeah, Bell.
Brookash.
Bell only telling bloody one of our players to bloody off themselves. You know? He threw you know the play where you go bloody you start short side like the 5'8", then you throw it all the way to the halfback and the halfback throws it into the fullback to step in the middle. Yeah, well, we were down by like 2 points or whatever, or 8 points when it happened. This is against bloody Grubs, season 2, round 1, and Lewis threw a forward pass. It was a really bad forward pass, and he just Bell lost it, saying, "Oh, bloody, you shouldn't be playing, bloody, off yourself," all that stuff. And
which is funny because Carl Lewis ended up being the half of the year,
rookie of the year, bloody current most points, bloody holder. But the thing is Carl Lewis is my friend in real life, so like,
we both have friends in real life.
Well, yeah, you've met him too. Bloody, so it's just like, maybe shouldn't fucking say that. But then even with Bell, and this will go back onto Hell Yeah, where I'm able to turn a new leaf. Is I accepted Bell back into the side in season bloody 5, and we won a premiership.
Yeah. Back to the game. So let's get off that.
All right, we'll go to the 3-2-1s because we pretty much said all we can about the game. 3-2-1s again are the same. Tatara Maxwell 3, Hell Yeah 2, and Thomas Wallace 1. And on to the last game of the round, we have the Panthers versus the Knight, 42-12. Anyway, let's move on.
Whoa.
Dusty, how do you feel?
Honestly, it felt great to witness that. I'm very glad no one was home because holy shit, the amount of yelling I did was insane.
Like Kayne.
Shut up.
Great start by us. 3 tries back to back. Outstanding. Did we let off? Yeah, we did. But that's been our best performance all season, obviously. There's still improvement to be made. Dom gives me the reins of doing the team list, and I'm still learning as I go. And
I'll give you a tip: play yourself at 11 for 80 minutes.
I want to.
Yeah.
I do want to, but my main thing is the last 20 minutes of the first half. We mentioned that earlier. The only way I see it is I would have to play Band Dishwasher and Rusty 14-15. I don't know if I want to do that just yet. I don't want 2 rookies coming off the bench.
What's wrong with that? It works for Manly.
How do you draft a bloke called Band Dishwasher, mate?
Look, I don't know. You'll have to ask Dommy Ponkston that one. Great name, though.
I feel like Goku Simpson's a bit better.
Goku Simpson's good.
Don't we have
our
a Matty
main thing is-
Johns?
Fuck
yes,
Matty
we do,
Johns.
that eels. Our,
Mm.
obviously, my Dom and I's philosophy is we want to play a 80-minute game. We don't want to play 60, 65. We want to ensure that we have the foot on the throttle at all times. That is why I elected to put Christie back onto the bench at half time for him to come back on in the last 20, because we didn't have that X factor in the last 20. We let ourselves down in that last 20 minutes. So, we'll tinker with the team list as we go on with the season until we find the what we're happy with. Obviously, we're open to suggestions. I've been simming a lot, and this is what's been working. And I'm not going to always come up with the best solution. That's why I'll always ask other people in the team, where do you think we can do better?
Well, that's how you want to be. Always open to learning. Like me being the captain the captain that I am. I'm open to suggestions from anyone. Like if any of my teammates are like, bloody, hey, have you thought about doing this? I'll be like, no, I haven't. I'll give it a go, see how it goes. Doesn't matter if that's my vice captain, any of my leadership group, or even one of my rookies. If they have an idea, I'm always happy to bloody see how it goes, kind of thing. And if I've already seen how it goes, I'll let them know. Well, this is the results of said thing. So one of my biggest like positives is I know how to work an interchange. Like I know how if I sub this number off and that number off, I know what number's coming back on at what time, how many minutes they're gonna play. Bloody, like I worked around the bloody myself. Like,
That's one thing I was glad you taught me.
Yeah.
That really helps.
Yeah,
I had no fucking clue. I had not 1 ounce of fucking clue.
Like
And
literally
that
that
really ran it down for me, and I was like, okay, sweet.
Like I started round 3, season 1, and I was quiet. I didn't message in the bloody SRL chat, even the bloody Manly chat. I just did my upgrades and I talked to Kayne. But I watched every single Manly game and a couple of the other games, and I just paid attention to how the AI worked. Like with interchanges, I learnt first, and then shortly after that, I started learning. Okay, well, only locks and hookers like defend. Bloody all that sort of stuff. So it's just like, okay, these positions need these stats do that. So I'm good with all that stuff, which is what makes me a good captain, is because I can look at a lower overall player and be like, okay, well, his stats are actually better than what it suggests. Like I look at Bruce Buckley, George Robson, Lachlan Tierney, 3 of our middle forwards, and they're lower overall. I think the highest of the 3 is 65. And that's after all the upgrading. But I look at them all and I'm like, well, they got the potential to be some of the best props in the game because their stats are good.
Yeah, which is what really helped us for many seasons.
Like
the fact that we got to know all that, and we knew what rookies we needed exactly and everything. So it was great.
Like we actually, I've decided to give Bruce a chance at the 8 jersey this week. Bloody, want to give him a chance to be in a more prominent role.
But yeah, back on the Knights game.
No, I already said fuck him. Let's move on.
You know, I'd actually like to talk about the Panthers for a minute. I loved my time there last year. You know, we didn't get all the success that we necessarily wanted. And you know, there was some tumultuous times in leadership, which ended with Lenny Prakash taking over, and you know, he's definitely a great bloke to lead that side, and I really loved working with Lenny as well. But I think that Lenny's inherited one of the problems from Season 6 Panthers and transplanted it to Season 7 Panthers, and that's that he's got a half too many. So going back to Season 6 Panthers, you know, we were trying to fit Delaney, Edwards, and Mata-Us into a halves lineup, and it just really consistently didn't work for us very well. This time around, I mean, looking at it, I mean, Henrik Lind, I think his natural position is half, but I'm a big fan of him. He's a true big boot. You know, I think they had someone go inactive and they recruited Lightning McQueen, which
like, why
I'm
pick
not
up another
convinced that
half?
was the best idea. They've still got Mataus. And so there's sort of two halves in this shootout, potentially even three, because I think Henrik Linde make a great 6 or 7 with that big boot archetype. There with Caval and Jimmy Ralph up the front there at hooker. So they've just got too much congestion in the spine and too many players trying to push in. And I just don't think it's going to work for him at any point, unfortunately. You know, if I was Lenny, I'd probably be looking at offloading someone like Mataus. There's a massive glut of halves in the comp overall, and that's going to make that a bit of a problem. But you know, Mataus is a good running half. Maybe he can pick someone up that's some good value from another captain.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Having too many halves is I can't say the word, detrimental
There you go,
to
buddy.
your team. In round one, I had 4 halves in my team, and well, we've seen how we went in round one. It just wouldn't work.
What was the score on
And
that
then,
game again?
luckily enough, shut up, Matthew. Lucky enough, I got rid of one of them, and that really helped. And I brought in another forward, and that's just helped my forward rotation and everything, and it's just helped us so much more.
I feel the same way. It's kind of what us Knights experienced with drafting Christian. But I even said to Lenny when Mobston went inactive, why don't you play Mataus at lock? He's his archetype is a fender. So I said, you know, maybe you can play him at lock. He said, oh, look, if he's open to it, I'll do it. Mataus must have been open to it.
Which is really weird because he's not a real chirpy bloke in the team sheds. So I'm surprised that he actually went against it then, if that's the case.
I don't know if he did. That's just speculation.
Like, from my experience, being his captain and all that stuff, Lenny wants to be in the more prominent position, so he's not going to move away from lock for somebody else. That's just my interpretation of that.
Yeah, okay. When Lennox was at Manly, he got the shits with all of us because we played him off the bench twice. But he got injured, so we had to play him off the bench. But he still got the shits with us.
Then I remember when I signed him.
Didn't know that story.
When I signed him.
Yeah, that's why he left Manly originally.
Yeah.
Was because we benched him twice because he got injured, so we had to bench him twice.
Yeah.
And yeah, he cracked the shits with us and left.
And then I ended up bringing him back in season 5. And like he was demanding 11. He wanted to play the 11 spot 80 minutes, and I'm just like, we'll start with that. I'll honor the deal and give you the first game, but if it doesn't work out, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then yeah, obviously it didn't, and I think we did the Jesse Bennett swap. I think Bennett started there or Lennox started there and swapped at prop, and gave them at least each of them 40 and then 20. But yeah, on to the actual game. Butters
one more thing. Jimmy needs to play 80 at hooker.
Oh yeah, he only even came back on in the second half because Sonny Shark got injured.
Yeah, but I don't understand. Like Jimmy's such a quality hooker. He needs to be there for 80. He's one of the best defending hookers.
He literally
and you're gonna take him off for 40 minutes? It just doesn't make sense to me.
He's literally their best player. Keep him on the field. But yeah, anyway.
I think Henrik's a natural half.
Lind.
Yeah, Lind.
Yeah, I agree as well.
He's got a boot on him. He's got decent passing, but yeah, the whole balance there's just wrong. He's running Lightning, he was running Lightning McQueen at 6, so he had that, or 7. So he had that kind of 2 passing spine players, 1 kicking. But yeah, it's not working out in its current form.
Like if I'm him, I'd be doing McQueen. Or what's the other one? So there's McQueen, Lind,
Mataus, and Caval.
So Caval's definitely 7. 6, I'm going bloody what is it? Lightning McQueen or Lind. You'd have bloody Mata Us at 13, playing Lennox at either 11. Not even 11 because Johnson's there. I'd play bloody Lennox at 8. Give him the 2 prop stints plus the lock stint. And then there's another half, is there? 1, 2.
You've said all 4.
Okay, well, yeah, well, there you go. It's all sorted. That's how I would do it. Dealing with that hand, that's how I deal with that hand. But anyways, let's actually talk the actual game. Butters and Diab, crazy opening to that game. Bloody Butters, I think he did a just straight up grubber for himself. Just kicked it straight.
Matty cut out for anybody else there?
No.
Yeah,
Nope.
that's just you. Kayne, good.
Hello?
Yeah. Oh no, Kayne's lacking out. Screw him. We don't need him. But yeah, Butters, he scores too early. Diab scores too early. Bloody crazy start for them. Penrith never in the game. Just never in the game. However, I will give a mention to Chad Johnson. That was a hell of a performance in a losing side. I think it's 219 run meters in a try in a losing side. Bloody awesome stuff.
Yeah.
But we should move on.
And I'm
Interesting name change from Seamus Wilson there.
Yeah, it still fucks with me.
Chad, you're still Seamus in my heart, mate.
What have I missed?
You may take your name, but they'll never take our spirit. Anyways, I was just talking a bit about the actual game. We'll move on to the free 2-1s, which I've gone Butters for 3, Diab for 2. I did Johnson for 2, sorry, and Diab for 1. And
I went Ponkston for 3, Nanai for 2, Johnson for 1.
which is a little bit of an interesting thing. I felt like Ponkston wasn't really that involved. It was more Butters and Diab. Nana had a good game though.
Ponkston racked up 285 meters, to be fair.
Yeah. Didn't you have 7 line breaks as well in a try?
8 line breaks, and yes, a try and an
line
assist.
breaks was even better.
I still rate the other boys
There you
better.
fucking go. How does he get it?
So that's the thing. Ponkston usually plays
Fucking
good.
put
That
your
I
ass
assumed
on,
he
Matthew.
played shit. Anyway, so that's it for the reviews. Where we are getting on in time here. I'll quickly jot down the team of the week that we've come up with. We've got Maxwell at fullback, no surprise. Ben O'Donnell, Marcus Square on the wings. We have Jack, Jimmy, and Jamie Taylor in the centres. Our halves pairing is KCK and Will K. Props are Stace DePace and John Nanai, with Hell Yeah being the hooker. Our back row is Chad Johnson and Cody Ogg, with our 13 being Coda Diab. And on the bench we have Butters, Liam Ryan, Wally Allen, and Rex Buckingham.
Very nice.
Fellas,
Fellas, quickly go, guys.
God.
Thank you.
Alright, catch you, brother. Thanks for coming on
Always a
today.
pleasure, Dusty.
Take care, Dusty.
Everyone, boys.
You too, mate.
But yeah, so that's our team of the week. And we got our power rankings up in here, which I forgot to do the movements, but it doesn't matter. We got Titans 1, Bulldogs 2, Manly 3, Raiders 4, Sharks 5, Storm 6, Broncos 7, Warriors 8, Roosters 9, Cowboys 10, Grubs 11, Knights 12, Panthers 13, and Eels sadly at 14. So sounds about right, that power ranking?
For the most part, yeah.
Sounds right to me.
I'd
What do you disagree with?
I'd consider flipping Panthers and Eels. And look, I'll admit this is purely based on feelings, not any sort of facts.
Well, that's how power
But
rankings
my
work. It works
impression
that way.
is... Sorry?
Oh, that's how power rankings work. It's our opinion. That's the bottom line. So
Oh, yeah, fair.
It's our opinion fully. I wanted to swap the 9 and the 10. I wanted Roosters the 10 and Cowboys
and I want you to fuck off, but we don't always get what we want now, do we?
Yeah.
And the difference is, I think, is that, you know, I think the Eels' struggles have been forced on them a bit more, whereas the Panthers are a little bit more self-inflicted at the moment.
Yeah.
Which gives the Eels a few sympathy points in my eyes, and deserves them a bump up to 13.
I understand that reasoning, but my reasoning of having them last is they're copping 40 plus points a game. The defense is just not there.
Yeah, fuck, that's tough to argue with.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's your argument for Roosters being above Cowboys?
I like the Roosters,
Cowboys
Bondi
are
is
versus harder
vastly
players.
superior.
and
Bondi is vastly superior
I
to
mean,
Townsville.
I'll agree with that part.
also Cowboys do have the better team list on paper and should be playing better than they are.
Roosters have more premiership winners in their team and have played less harder teams.
Not by much. Actually, I wouldn't even say that because we've beat the current you're a fifth or whatever. We beat you guys. You are playing out of your skin, and we
but you beat us.
What was the score? Was it 36-12? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, something like
And
that.
okay, and how was the lineup? Fuck off.
Yeah, you keep making excuses. A good tradesman doesn't blame his tools. Anyways, so yeah, and then we lost to Titans, but we were well in that game, and we lost to the Broncos very well in that game. So it's not like we're bloody playing badly. We just haven't got the chocolates in the end. The execution is what's let us down. You know, give us a few weeks. Hopefully, it's this week. We'll come good, and we'll show you what we're made of. And then we'll bloody skyrocket up that list. All right. Fuck.
Don't you have Raiders this week?
No, we got
Doggies.
We got doggies, yeah.
Oh, fucking even worse. Good luck.
You got Cowboys, don't you? So.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on to the moment of the round. We did already speak about this, but I think we're all in agreement that watching the Grubs get flogged by rookies was easily my moment of the round.
Well, it's Manly winning, so I'm always going to agree with that.
It's always good seeing the scum of the league lose.
Honestly, just kick them out again. They don't belong here. I'd honestly rather the Tigers play. They would put up a better performance than bloody the Grubs.
What do you mean kick them out again? They were never kicked out.
They should have been.
Storm were the ones that got kicked out.
They should also be kicked out. And then our don't look moment of the round. None other than Rahul Kawal's blunder in the dying moments.
Oh, bastard.
I say it's don't look, but I'd watch that like 20 times and laugh every time. Yeah, so yeah, suck shit, Rahul.
I like Rahul. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, how's that for a computer virus? Fuck ya.
You old prick. You were so concerned when you got that message, though.
I wasn't concerned. I was just like, what's even happening here? And
Is he hacked? What?
no, I was like, I thought he was hacked. And then I think it was Liam Rogers or whatever, say, the old boys. And my reaction, like, I'm not even the oldest one in my team.
I know, I was in the party with you, and he was like, I'm not even the oldest one here. And in my head, I'm like, I'm a year older than Matthew.
I don't even think I'm top 3.
Isn't the oldest, like, Chris Lord or Brad Goodwin?
I think it's Driscoll.
Is it Driscoll?
How old's Driscoll?
Driscoll's like 36 or 37 or something.
Isn't Brad like 40? Or is he late 30s? Maybe Brad is.
I don't know. He's got like a 12-year-old kid, so.
Ponkston's got 10 years on me, and I'm well and truly in my 30s. So.
Oh, man.
Alright, Ponkston it is then.
Yeah. Met Ponkston in a bar in Dapto where he was playing a gig. It was a good night.
Dapto.
Fuck yes, Dapto.
Dirty Dapto.
Yeah, I think the place was called like the Diamond Dogs fucking Bar and Grill or something.
Is that on a corner?
Yeah, over at Thai Joint.
Is that near the medical center? Across the road from the shopping center?
It's on the same side as the shopping centre, but a bit further up.
I know where
north
it
of
is.
the
Yeah.
Aldi.
All right,
I know it
this
is.
conversation is for after the podcast. We don't got much left to do. Let's slap through it. All right. Ignore the voice.
Wilson's
I
a
mean,
great bloke to sink beers with.
So Ponkston's a local here down here too. Okay.
Nah, he's not. He was just down for a gig.
Oh.
Yep.
That's so sweet. That's another person I know down in the Gong area.
All right. Anyway, so let's go for a quick review or preview of next round's games. We don't have team lists, I don't think. I am gonna have a quick look to see if they did get released.
It's not coming out till tomorrow.
All right.
Nah, there's no team lists. It's all round 3 still.
That's fine. That's fine.
Thanks for okay, you prick.
Anyway, so the first game on the agenda is the Bulldogs
Us.
taking on the Roosters. I can give you the team list for the Roosters. We know this one. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember. As Manu fullback, got Weston on the left, Edwards on the right, Mellett left centre, Dolan right centre. Haas parents the same as usual, Rossini and Lewis. Props, have got Buckley playing at 8 instead of 10, just swapped with Daniel. Got Curtin at 9, of course. We got Milo and Og in the back row with myself at lock. And then the bench, the only change I did is I just mixed around the 14, 15, 16. They're just a different order. Tierney,
Is there really a point in guessing everyone's team list, or should we just do the team and
no,
guess what our
we're not doing a
minutes
guess.
are?
We'll do opinions on what they should fix up or whatever.
I'll just try
I'd
to say
also
5.
point out that you forgot to name Punchy there, mate.
I did-
He's the number 10, of course.
I did say that. I said.
No, you didn't.
I said Buckley.
didn't, mate.
I said Buckley
You
swapped
didn't.
with Punchy.
You never said punchy.
I'm gonna listen back on that. If I didn't, I didn't. Fuck him anyway.
I can't imagine the Bulldogs are going to make too many changes, eh?
Yeah, don't change a winning formula.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they just got up by 38 points. You know, we're obviously a bit of a better team, but I can't imagine Moana's going to mess with it too much.
I agree. This is probably the first game we're going into that I'm not 100% confident.
Look, I don't want to be presumptuous, but I can see us putting 50 on the Bulldogs.
Well, thanks. Thanks for that. Fucking fuck.
Well, usually I get my bets right, so I got $90, 19 plus Bulldogs.
Do you know what? I got $90 at Bulldogs win.
And you're saying like you always get your bets fucking wrong, but no,
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
always right. So regardless, you know what? One of them's going to counter each other, and it's going to be Bulldogs winning 19
I
plus.
fucking hope not.
Maxwell, we'll go Maxwell for 2 and a try assist. Maxwell man of the match. There's my tip.
Harris is going to get suspended for 4 games. He's going to jump off the field and absolutely fucking deck KCK.
No, I'm not going to be in attendance. Go fuck yourself.
I
I'll be
will
at the pub.
find you, cunt.
No, I'll be at the pub, man. You can leave me alone.
With what money?
I'll be at the pub waiting for Curtin. He gives shouts.
I thought you were just going to take your pop's credit card again.
Nah, fuck that. He broke.
I'm not shouting.
Anyway,
Last time I shouted was when a shark bit me.
Jesus.
Jesus. I haven't had a shark bit me, but I had a blue bottles thing. That wasn't fun. Ironically, that was in Wollongong. So, anyways, my tip. I'm just gonna safe bet. I'm gonna tip my team. I'm gonna go 1 to 8 Roosters. Man of the match. Man of the match. I'm gonna go. I don't even know. Marnie. Fuck it, Marnie.
I didn't say it.
I'll go here if I may. I reckon it's going to be us by 2 meat pies. Actually, we probably won't actually put 50 on him. And I reckon Weston's due for a blinder. He makes some fucking excellent kick returns. Always there with good meters. He'll pick up a double. And Kyle Lewis is going to miss at least one of those 2 kicks.
I'm gonna say he's only gonna miss the kick if it's not a kick return try. If Weston scores on the wing, then Lewis will miss one because apparently
Yeah,
big boot
point.
means fucking nothing. Anyways, we'll move on, which is probably one of the games of the round. We got the Storm versus the Titans.
That's going to be a goodie.
Yeah, it is.
With their team list, I don't really see much wrong with their team list. They've pretty much got it sorted pretty well. Maybe getting K out of the half so he doesn't kick.
I mean, Lee and Kay know their shit. They've demonstrated it over a few seasons now. I mean, yeah, I Storm aren't quite there yet, but I think that's more just betting things down. Coast Titans, this is a very strange thing to say, but the Gold Coast Titans are a well-oiled machine. Titans are going away this time around, though, which is definitely interesting because taking a look at the results so far, Gold Coast Titans have had their first 3 games all at home. Let's see if they can continue their winning ways on the road. Melbourne have looked a bit shaky, though, so Titans won't wait.
What is Storm's home and away record this season? Do you know?
1 second. Storm have had 1-1 on, so two away, 1 home. They've won both their away games, and their 1 home game they lost to the Sharks.
Interesting.
Yeah.
My tip, gonna go Titans. Titans by 12. Liam Ryan, man of the match, scores a hat trick.
I'm going to go Titans 1-8. Liam Ryan, man of the match.
I'll pick the other Liam for the man of the match, Rogers. I reckon he'll have a blinder.
Oh, interesting.
I was going to say Rogers, but I went with Ryan.
Next game is the Grubs and the Broncos. Fuck them both right now. Just a little advice to Clay. Get Collins off the wing. I know he's been playing there for ages, but do your best bet, I reckon, is Booth on the right wing, not Weston, Dixon on the left wing, yourself at fullback. That's your best back three.
Yeah, I have to agree there.
Booth won us MVP off that right wing, so just, you know.
Yeah, but is he gonna want to move his VC off the wing, presumably to centre? Maybe it makes his team a bit better, but
that's if I'm a VC and my captain's like, hey, it's better for the team, I'll be like, all right, no worries.
Yeah, that's fair.
At the end of the day, you want to win games, not lose them. And Collins he's a good winger, but he's a great centre.
I wouldn't say he's a good winger.
When he is a good winger, he's not a bad winger. He's a good winger. He does his job. He does his job.
He's an average winger, yeah.
But when you've got Booth and Dixon,
they have to be.
They are superstars, especially when they're on. It's like 2 giant, big, strong fucking wingers that can break open a game completely for you.
That's it. Other than that, I wouldn't change too much about the lineup. Maybe having Bennett at 11 more often, not just playing 40 there. Like, I get the change, and I've done the change a while, but like, sometimes it's just like, nah, just play him where he's best at. Other than that, Broncos, they didn't really do too much wrong, so probably keep this, the team list the same. Maybe add on, like, maybe go fuck themselves, but other than that, I'm gonna...
No salt here.
No. I'm just gonna fucking season my steak real quick with it. But yeah, I'm gonna go Broncos. 1 try in it. I'm trying to think of their team because I don't want to just pick Kelly. I'll go Eddie Oliver. Oliver for the man of the match.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon he's finally due for a good game. He hasn't had one since his debut, I guess.
Yeah, seems mid to me.
I'm personally gonna go. I'm gonna go Broncos, 1-8, but I'm gonna go Levi Raymond as my man of the match.
With last week's anything to go by, the losing side's going to get the man of the match. Anyways, what's your tip, Blair?
I'm gonna tip the Grubs again.
Don't do this. You're the
Nah, I reckon-
you're the Roosters VC. Like I might have to question that decision if you tip the Cubs.
I reckon they were stung by last week. I reckon Tyrone Clay is gonna come out firing, and I reckon he's gonna take it out on the Broncos. Souths by 12. Clay man of the match.
Hey Cody, you've been promoted. Oh.
I'm smiling from ear to ear. I just got a message from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Logan Strange.
I fucking replies to you.
Love you, Logan.
What did he
Please
say?
commentate more. What's?
If you're
I
allowed to
hope you don't
say.
mind me. I'll quickly read over it just so I can. Oh, I mean, I can say this, yeah. Thanks, man. I wasn't sure I'd ever come back, but here I am. How have you been, man? Been a while since we spoke. Bet your little one isn't so little anymore. You're not wrong. He's nearly 2. He's nearly 2 now.
But you wouldn't know that.
Silence is golden, unless you have a toddler, in which case silence is extremely suspicious.
My kid, when he was around, was never loud. It was perfect. Never cried, none of it. He was an angel. Slept at a certain time every night for like 8 hours straight. It was a fucking blessing.
All right. Anyways, let's move on to the next game. We got the Cowboys versus the Seagulls. You want to jot down your team list real quick? Okay. Don't worry. This ain't going to be out before the team lists are out. It's going to be out after the team lists
It's
are
not
out.
that. I'm getting my team list up. Out of 10,
Cowboys
one again.
19 plus.
Fuck off, cockhead. Out of 10,
Cowboys
one.
30 plus.
Goodwin and Romano
Cowboys
on the
50
wing,
plus.
Taylor and Pato in the centres. I've got me at 5'8", Ole at 7. I got Punch and Beckman in the forwards with Buckingham in the middle. I got Creed and King in the second row, Brad Goodwin at lock. I've got Keller at 14, Kelly at 15, Bontoff 16, and Anderson at 17.
Pretty shit lineup.
It's the lineup that's friggin' won the last couple games.
I stand by my statement.
Yeah, and that's why you're where again on the ladder?
We still beat yous.
Yeah, he's not beating us where it matters.
Not yet.
Not after this week either.
No, we're going to win. You're going to lose, and you're going to be eating your words, and I'm going to fucking laugh at you next week on the podcast. And
That's
before.
okay. If we lose, I'll just no-show the podcast next week.
I wouldn't be fucking surprised. Mr. fucking professional here.
You canned it after 3 episodes last year.
I'm the only one that's been here for every episode, so fuck off.
You recorded, otherwise I would have been here without you. Continue though. Talk about the game.
Yeah, honestly, I reckon Manly's steam runs out. I reckon Cowboys start to click into gear. Dingo in for a blinder. Chris Lord probably in for a blinder too. I'm gonna go bloody Cowboys 19 plus, like Blair was saying. I'm gonna go Jack Carr for man of the match.
Alright. Well, I'm obviously gonna go Manly. I reckon it's gonna be a close game, 1-8. I'm gonna go Buckingham for man of the match.
And what about you, Blair? Is he still sticking with 30 plus or?
Nah, look, 19 plus for sure. And I think it's Chris Lord's time for a man of the match performance.
Not against me, please.
It's
He's
going to
gonna
be
show you
such
who
a
Daddy
hateful
is.
boner.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to have An angry wank after that one.
Grr, fuck you, Lord.
Rip the fucker off while I'm at it.
There's a mental image.
Yeah, Lord's just gonna hear that. It's just like, for fuck's sake. I quit.
Oh.
But yeah, we'll move on to the next game, which I'm not too keen on. This one is... Oh, I am actually... No, I'll take that back. It's Knights and the Warriors. It's Logan Strange's return to his former club against his former club. Should be good to see him line up for the first time in, what, 3 seasons?
I
Yeah,
think so.
about that, yeah.
So yeah, bloody... team list, I already said with Dustin. Dustin should be at 11. If I had a look at the team list, I'd be like, all right, you here, him there, etc., etc. But I cannot be stuffed. It's the Knights. I don't care too much. Warriors, maybe just don't get simbined, learn how to kick, and just bloody, just get good.
Colt will come after you for saying that, mate.
I don't give a fuck. Like, they're the cult, but they have no personality. That was a CM Punk reference, if anyone was...
I got it, I just didn't want to acknowledge it.
Fuck you.
That was also a WWE pun, but okay.
I understood, yeah. We're reining in with the puns here. But I'll take that back a little bit. Warriors.
Oh, I got it.
Fuck it. Hey man, come on now.
I got it. Yeah.
You ignored that one too, you fuck. Anyways, bloody. Yeah, we're fucking nerds, alright? Shut up. I'll take it back. Warriors definitely do have some personality. Not always good personality, but it's something.
It's certainly something.
Yeah. But I can see this going either way, to be honest. But I reckon Knights continue on the roll they just started. They're gonna make it a nice chicken roll from a bakery, and they're gonna make it 2 wins in a row. I reckon it'll be relatively close, 8 points in it. And I shall go. Can't think of their players right now. I'll go Butters man of the match again. I reckon he'll have another blinder. This is one of your cues to
I was like,
I was thinking. Look, I reckon the return of Logan Strange is an upgrade on Kayne, but not as much of an upgrade as it looks like on paper. Knights by 12, Bo Sladler to have a blinder, and man of the match.
Basically turn the clock back to his Manly days when he was good.
Something like that.
Well, I think the addition of Logan is going to be massive, physically and mentally for the Warriors, and I think him returning is going to be a massive turning point for them. I reckon they're going to win this week. I'm going to go 9 to 18. I'm even going to go with Logan getting the man of the match.
Bro, just I don't know what it is with you. It's like you got Chris Lord on the left, you got Logan on the right, and you just fucking.
It's his accent. I love the Kiwi accent, man. We all know that.
Interesting kink.
Oh. Well, I mean, my missus, she's Maori, and she's got a bit of an accent, so.
Aren't you single?
I mean, yeah, I'm single. Hey, ladies.
No! It's the girl you've been talking to for ages that you said you weren't a thing, and you finally acknowledged it. Proud of you.
I didn't. After I said it, I was
I'm proud of you, little buddy. Get him, Tiger.
Seen her for ages, and every time Matt says, "How's your girlfriend?" What girlfriend, man? What girlfriend? And I just fucking went into it.
Like, if you got a girlfriend, just say you got a girlfriend. You don't need to be coy about it.
I don't like titles.
I like titles. Like,
Is that why you're a single dad?
Oh, this hurts. Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I had a fiance and now I don't.
it's not
Do
Blair
not the title.
Curtin, it's Blair Hurtum.
Oh.
Oh,
On and
that-
off the field.
Yeah, just don't mind me. I'm just gonna fucking Kurt Cobain my ass. Oh,
I'd pay
God.
to see that.
Just remember, it's always easiest to clean up in the garage.
Nah, fuck that. I want people to clean up after me when I'm gone. Fuck them.
Oh, if you want to do that, then the train's the way to go.
I was gonna do it on a plane. Keep it confined. Everyone around me gets splattered.
Nah, you just no. You take
We're
everyone
gonna get
down
the
with you.
podcast cancelled again, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
I know. That's why I said yes. So let's move.
No, no. I got one. Just if you're on the plane, just take a step out for some fresh air. Open the door.
Airlock.
Yeah, open the door. Everyone's out.
I don't fucking kill everyone. I just want to kill myself. Anyway, we need to get off this shit because it's gonna be bad. It's going down a bad road.
All
Next
I'm
one.
saying is your KD ratio would be fucking high.
Okay, cool. Next one, please. It's going bad.
Yeah, oh man.
Oh shit.
Matthew, it's going to be a record next week. We want to make it to next week. It'll be the longest our friggin' thing has been going since being canned the first time.
We're getting up towards 2 hours.
Where
I know. I'm
we
looking at the time.
gotta fucking go. We got like
Alright, let's move. Raiders, Panthers. So
Raiders
why
will
is it
flog 'em.
Raiders and how much are they going to win by?
It's going to be an absolute
19-5.
fucking. It's going to be a massacre. Penrith never beat the Raiders. It's always a big margin. It's just going to be a fucking absolute demolition job. Barnes for 3, Jack and Neil for 4 try assists, Tim James for 2, and probably man of the match. And yeah, Panthers. Their will to live is going to be about the same as the scoreline, 0.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tough
I'm gonna go Raiders 19 plus, and O'Neill is the man of the match. I just can't see the Panthers turning this around, especially against them, considering all the things we listed earlier with the problem with their team at the moment.
You know, Jordan Lewis is a mate of mine in real life, so Canberra 19 plus, and Lewis to have a big one, score a double, and yeah, pick up man of the match.
Fair enough. Let's move on to the last game. The Sharks and the Eels. I want this to be close. I want the Eels to do something. It won't be. Sharks
Eels
probably
to win. Sharks 19 plus.
yeah. Sharks probably. I'm gonna go 14. Nahana to have a blinder, but I reckon Malchus gets me into the match. And yeah, but I would like to be wrong. I want the Eels to win.
Yeah, I would love the Eels to come out and just smash them. There's nothing I want more than the Eels to start turning their season around and winning, and just proving that everybody wrong and just showing that they've got the stuff to move forward in this competition. But I can't see them doing that this week. I definitely have the Sharks going 19 plus, and I've got Mr. MBT, my homeboy Nahana. I'm getting the man of the match.
Yeah, Hart says I'd love to see a hard-fought Eels victory, but we all know Sharks 19 plus. Sonny Tyre for man of the match.
Yeah, I was thinking of him too, but I couldn't go past my homeboy.
On the bright side, 31st of January, Parramatta Eels play the Panthers. Let's see whether getting dicked by fate or dicked by bad decisions gets you dicked harder.
You know, like
I
going
like
for a
that. I
penalty.
fucking like that.
Bad decisions. What bloody going for a penalty goal while like 4 points down or whatever it was.
Oh, that was some classic Panthers. I think that might have been the game before I debuted.
That's literally like a GI brain snap with a field goal for 3 points. Oh, fuck me dead.
But anyways, I believe that's about it. Hey,
What was that? 2 hours 40 minutes, something like that.
hour 40, just about.
Oh Jesus, it fucking felt longer. I thought we started at like 6:10.
Yeah, but once we cut out all the offensive bits, it'll be down to like
Oh
15
no,
minutes.
wait,
Yeah,
I don't
it's all
fucking
goes
edit.
in.
This is all straight in. I don't know how to edit videos, so
I do, but I can't. I haven't got my PC and shit set up. So
it's one take.
whatever's said goes in.
Oh,
But if you say something really bad at like an hour in, you're fucked.
yeah.
Who boy, I sure do love getting striked again.
Please don't
What was
get
that
striked
joke-
again
what was
because you
that
get kicked.
guy joke again, guys? Something. No.
You know, the best part about that is you actually
Okay.
lagged out. You lagged out at the same time, so even if you did say it, it wasn't
Oh.
there. But
So what you're
anyways,
saying is I need to repeat it.
we do not tread the line. We do not go near the line. We do not
That's
want
right.
to be
Don't tread the
cancelled.
line.
We are
just
good
sniff the
people.
line.
Yeah, no stepping
Now
on
let's
lines.
say that with a straight face.
He can't.
I feel like we shouldn't even make a bloody snorting line joke. There's that many kids that watch this shit.
Yeah, but you just referenced it.
Yeah, you literally just did.
Don't snort lines. Very bad for you.
Or in
Yeah.
other words, I'll give you
I-
some life advice. Very expensive. Shit high.
Fucking
Don't do it.
Listen to Harold, fuck yous.
I love Happy Harold.
Do you reckon he's a giraffe because what he's asking is a tall order?
I think you're an idiot. That's what I think.
Honestly, I couldn't agree more. Anyways, on that note, let's wrap this shit up.
This has been a great episode, and thank you to Dustin and Milo for coming on today. It's been a pleasure having, it was a pleasure having Dustin, and it's been a pleasure having you, Milo. And obviously, you're welcome back anytime. It was lovely having you, mate.
So this is actually Blair Curtin and not Milo. Just
Fucking cooked cunt.
I'm going now, dudes. I'm fucking everything up. I didn't even realize I said Milo. In my head, I was saying Blair. Oh my god. You know what? I deserve that because on my phone right now, I'm staring at the Roosters fucking lineup from fucking last week. And I'm just staring at
Sorry,
Milo.
that was funny.
I mean,
No, it's not funny because in my head, I'm saying Blair, but I'm looking at the team list and I'm reading Milo's name. So I said Milo because my dyslexia is stupid.
Speaking of Milo, where's my cat?
I love Milo. He's a cute little I can't say that. He's a cute little cat.
Just to so you guys are aware, it's a black cat. That's
Yeah.
Anyways, take care,
At
guys.
least
Anyway,
you haven't
sorry.
named it like H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but as I was saying, thank you for coming on.
cheers,
It
Milo.
was a
It's
pleasure,
been a
Kane,
pleasure.
even if you consistently couldn't remember who I am.
I remembered at the start.
It's all good, Milo. It's okay.
Fuck off, dude. I even just said thanks for coming on. I didn't want to say the name just in case I fucked it again, even though I know what it is.
Anyways, thank you, Kane, for actually showing up this week instead of sleeping. Thank you, Blair. You
Always a
would have
pleasure,
been here last week if he wasn't
Oh, yeah,
sleeping.
that's his name, Blair. Thank you, Blair.
Anyways, thank you, Kane. Thank you, Blair. Take care. Fuck the
Thank you,
grubs.
Dustin.
No. We end it with fuck the grubs.